BTS leader Kim Namjoon, widely known as RM, has once again demonstrated his commitment to philanthropy by making a substantial donation to medical institutions in South Korea in honor of his birthday. On September 12th, RM turned 31, and to mark this special occasion, he contributed 200 million Korean won, approximately USD $150,000, to Seoul Asan Medical Center and Korea University Medical Center, two of the country's leading hospitals. The donation is intended to support the treatment of underprivileged patients and to fund research programs aimed at improving healthcare accessibility. Hospital representatives expressed deep gratitude, noting that RM's contribution would help provide critical care for those who cannot afford medical expenses. This isn't the first time RM has used his platform to give back. Over the years, he has consistently supported education, arts, and medical causes. From donating to national museums and libraries to funding scholarships for young students, RM has built a reputation as one of the most socially conscious figures in the entertainment industry. Fans around the world, known collectively as ARMY, have praised his selfless act and even launched their own charity projects in celebration of his birthday. Social media platforms were flooded with hashtags such as Happy RM Day and Our Leader Namjoon, with millions of posts highlighting his generosity and influence. Industry observers note that RM's philanthropic efforts also reflect the values BTS has promoted throughout their career, including compassion, mental health awareness, and social responsibility. As all 7 members prepare for their long-awaited comeback in 2026 after completing their military service, RM's actions remind fans that the group's impact extends far beyond music. RM's donation once again proves that he is not only a global superstar, but also a role model who continues to inspire millions with his kindness, humility, and leadership. Kim Namjoon, better known as RM, the leader of global sensation BTS, marked his 31st birthday on September 12 with a gesture that speaks volumes about his character beyond the stage. RM donated $200 million in KRW, approximately $150,000, to Seoul Asan Medical Center and Korea University Medical Center, two of South Korea's most respected hospitals. The funds will be directed towards patients struggling with medical costs and towards initiatives designed to improve healthcare services for marginalized communities. Hospital officials confirmed that RM's contribution would provide tangible support to individuals and families facing financial hardship. A representative from Seoul Asan Medical Center stated, "We are sincerely grateful for RM's generosity. His donation will make a real difference in helping patients access treatment they would otherwise struggle to afford." This latest donation is not an isolated act. RM has long been recognized for his philanthropy, particularly in education, culture, and healthcare. In previous years, he quietly funded art preservation projects, donated to libraries to expand book access, and supported scholarship programs for students in need. His philanthropy often goes public only when confirmed by the institutions themselves, as RM rarely seeks attention for these efforts. Industry experts note that this humility, combined with consistent action, has cemented RM's reputation as a socially responsible public figure. He represents a new type of celebrity, one who uses fame not only for personal success, but to create meaningful change in society, said Dr. Lee Ji-hyun, a cultural critic based in Seoul. The BTS fandom, ARMY, was quick to respond. Within hours of the news, fans worldwide began organizing parallel fundraising drives under hashtags like Happy RM Day and Namjoon for Good. Some fan bases in the Philippines, Indonesia, and the United States announced blood donation campaigns in his honor, while others donated to local children's hospitals and environmental initiatives reflecting the values RM has consistently promoted. "Namjoon teaches us that leadership is about kindness and responsibility," tweeted one fan from Brazil. "We want to follow his example and make the world a little brighter, just like he does." RM's actions also highlight the broader philosophy that BTS has shared with the world through their music and advocacy. From their speeches at the United Nations to their Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, BTS has consistently encouraged self-love, compassion, and social awareness. RM, as the group's leader and spokesperson, has often articulated these values most clearly. With BTS preparing for their highly anticipated group comeback in 2026 after completing their mandatory military service, RM's donation reinforces the notion that their influence transcends music charts and concert stages. Even during a period of reduced public activity, their impact remains deeply felt in both cultural and humanitarian spheres. RM's $150,000 donation is more than a birthday gift to society. It is a reminder of the kind of role model he has become for millions around the world. His leadership is not only about guiding BTS musically, but also about inspiring fans to act with empathy and generosity. As ARMY celebrates RM's birthday, the donation adds yet another chapter to his growing legacy, not just as a rapper, songwriter, and leader of one of the most successful groups in music history, but as a philanthropist, dedicated to leaving the world better than he found it.
When news of RM's donation broke, it quickly made international headlines, further cementing his status not only as an artist, but as a humanitarian figure. Global outlets from the United States to Europe praised the gesture, with many noting how RM has consistently aligned his actions with the values BTS has long championed: compassion, responsibility, and hope. For fans, this was more than a news story. It was a source of pride. Within hours, Twitter, X, trends included "Happy Birthday Namjoon" and "Proud of Namjoon," each accompanied by photos, fan art, and stories of how RM's leadership had personally inspired individuals. Many ARMYs shared testimonies of how his music guided them through difficult times, drawing a direct connection between the healing power of his lyrics and the healing his donations make possible in the real world. RM's philanthropic approach has drawn comparisons with other high-profile artists who use their wealth and fame for social good. While American stars like Taylor Swift and Rihanna have made significant contributions to education and healthcare, what distinguishes RM, analysts say, is his consistency and discretion. His donations often become public knowledge only after being confirmed by recipients, a stark contrast to the more publicized charity events of Western celebrities. RM's style of giving reflects Korean values of humility and quiet action, explained Professor Min Soo-jung, a sociologist at Yonsei University. It's less about personal branding and more about setting a moral example. This resonates deeply with his fans, who are moved not just by the act itself, but by the sincerity behind it. Philanthropy among K-pop idols is not new, but RM's influence appears to have sparked a wave of socially conscious fandom activity. Charity drives, environmental campaigns, and educational scholarships organized by fans are increasingly tied to BTS members' birthdays or anniversaries. For instance, a fan collective in Indonesia recently raised funds to build a community library in honor of RM's earlier donations to the National Library of Korea. The cycle is powerful. RM leads by giving, fans amplify the gesture through their own projects, and communities worldwide benefit from the ripple effect. This dynamic has transformed ARMY into not only one of the largest fandoms, but also one of the most active grassroots philanthropic networks. As BTS edges closer to their 2026 comeback, every action from its members carries heightened symbolism. RM's donation is more than a birthday celebration. It is a statement about what the group represents at this crucial moment in their career. While the world anticipates new music and a record-breaking world tour, acts of kindness like this remind audiences that BTS's identity has always been tied to something bigger than music. Even when they're not releasing songs, BTS finds ways to stay relevant, noted music journalist Sarah Klein in an interview with Variety. RM's donation shows that their influence doesn't require a stage. Their values are the message, and that message keeps resonating. With his latest act of generosity, RM reaffirms the role of artists as cultural leaders, not just entertainers. His $150,000 donation is not about the amount, but about intention, a reminder that global fame can and should be leveraged for good. As ARMYs continue to celebrate his birthday with their own charitable projects, the legacy of this moment will likely extend far into the future. It represents the core of what BTS has built: music for healing, leadership through compassion, and a global community driven not only by fandom, but by shared values of empathy and action. In the words of one fan on Instagram, Namjoon doesn't just give us music, he gives us direction. In Indonesia, a collective of armies launched a blood donation drive in Jakarta under the banner "For Namjoon, for Life," drawing hundreds of young people to hospitals. In Brazil, fan bases raised funds for underprivileged schools, citing RM's love of literature and education. Meanwhile, in the US, fans donated to environmental nonprofits, aligning with RM's well-documented appreciation for nature. I've always admired how Namjoon takes quiet walks in nature and finds inspiration in the world around him, said Sarah Martinez, a 22-year-old fan from California. On his birthday, I wanted to honor that by contributing to a local reforestation project. The ripple effect is striking. A single donation in Seoul can spark dozens of community-led initiatives across continents. Analysts call this the Army multiplier effect, where BTS members' actions serve as catalysts for grassroots philanthropic networks worldwide. Beyond material contributions, RM has also been outspoken about mental health, a subject that remains stigmatized in many societies. His candid lyrics about self-doubt, pressure, and healing resonate with millions of listeners, and fans often credit him with giving them courage during personal struggles. Namjoon gave me words when I couldn't find my own, shared Lena Putri, a university student in Yogyakarta. His donation to hospitals reminds me that he's not only healing us through music, but also helping people heal physically. It's so inspiring. This connection between words and deeds is part of what makes RM unique. Unlike celebrities who keep their personal life and philanthropy separate, RM's values consistently flow through both his art and his actions. Experts suggest that BTS's sustained relevance stems from this fusion of artistry and advocacy. Dr. Emily Harper, a cultural studies professor in London, explained, "BTS isn't just a band, they're a movement. Their fans see themselves as partners in that movement, and RM's donation is a reminder of the group's moral compass. This is what sets them apart in an industry often criticized for superficiality." Even during the group's temporary hiatus for military service, this ethos has kept them in the spotlight. While the music is paused, the message continues,